Hi guys, I'm in the process of working an actual channel intro for all my videos that aren't like VCLT or they're just random videos, and it's in progress. What you're going to see is in the works, but what my goal is that first of all, the background music that you're going to be listening to is by Andy Rehfeldt. If you don't have Andy and you haven't known of his channel, please check it out. It's Andy Rehfeldt. Looks like this. He's been doing this for like a decade now, where he will take songs and make, well, I don't know, like have Taylor Swift doing metal and polka, or AC/DC doing a funk cover of Back in Black, where he'll actually play his own instruments and even edit or mash up. It's a great channel. The thing is that his channel has some stuff on it, but the majority of his good stuff you can't have on his channel because it all gets taken down for copyright thing. So what he has, and this is something I encourage, he's not paying me to say this. This is just me because I think it's a great idea and I really want you to look into it. For $1 as a patron, $1, you can have unlocked all of his videos, all of his songs, and we're talking, I got over 100 that are just sweet. Every single one's killer. No filler. You're going to laugh your butt off. You're going to love these songs. He is so talented. And I've downloaded them, and that's only going back to the beginning of 2018, and he's been doing this a long time. Please check out his channel. Please, if you can, give up $1 a month for a Patreon. I mean, I think it's well worth it, worth more. I'm a cheapskate. You guys know that. So anyway, the background music is his bossa nova cover of Iron Maiden's The Trooper. And then the visuals you're going to be seeing are the contest entries that were in way back in my old contest where I was asking you guys to make a banner for me. The winner was Metal Mickey. That's the one that I have currently up. There were some great entries in there. There was only a handful, but I'm going to show them all and then give credit to who has them down in the bottom there. And if you're not subscribed to their channels, which I'm sure you are, go check them out. But the people that were involved in the contest that actually did them is we've got Bobby Gass, we've got Metal Mickey, we've got Cloudy Milder, and we also got a couple that I got from Beth over at B-Side. So that's what you're going to see in the background. Again, work in progress. Here is what I've got so far, and then we're going to go into the video I created because Zach wanted me to because he was bored today. Okay? Take care, guys. Hi guys, I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but Zach, my good buddy, said he was kind of bored and needed something to do today and he wished I made a video. So I'm going to make one. No editing, nothing funny, but you know what? It doesn't need to be. Maybe you guys just like me for who I am. I don't have to go through all that editing and inserting of things and fancy graphics to try to earn your love. Is that so? Do you love me no matter what? Really? You do? Oh, except for you. I heard you say that. You're just being contradictory, jerk. Anyway, in this video, the first part, I'm just going to show some records that I pulled out of my new mountain specifically for certain people so far. I'm not done yet, but if you are one of those people and you like it, let me know down in the comments. You don't need it, let me know. First one up is Cindy, Mama Bear. I found some doubles that you might be interested in. I have a double in the shrink of Miami Sound Machine, Primitive Love, in great shape. This meets the criteria you'd asked for. And I also have the Sheena Easton Collection. And this is just a paper tab. It'll come off. But both of these, as you can see, are in really good shape. If you want them, they're yours. If you don't need them, that's fine. I'll keep them. Let me know. That's number one. Number two, Randall. Found another one, buddy. Here's another Edie Gourmet. This one is Don't Go to Strangers. So another Edie Gourmet that you could get if you wanted. Now this one I wasn't sure. Red, I remember Red when I showed that Whitney Houston before. You said, "Is it in the original MCA sleeve?" And I'm like, "No." And then I got a second one that was in the original Warner Brothers sleeve, and I said, "See, now I got one." But did you say that because you wanted it and you needed a copy of it? Because I have an extra in really great shape. No, it's not in your shrink, but as you can see, very minimum ring wear, in great shape, and it is in the original, it's Arista poly bag there, custom thing. So, Red, if you want this, you can have this. If you already have it and don't need it, let me know. But I wasn't sure if that one comment from eons ago, if you're actually interested in it or needed it, or if you're just giving me crap. Because with you, you could just be giving me crap. Because that's what we do to each other, because we love each other. Poke. Pokey poke. Next up, of course, I've shown this already to Beth, but so you guys know, Beth has already said to send this Blues Brothers original press tour. B-Sides Records is getting this. And also, this Edie Gourmet I already have that's still sealed, never been opened, is going to Randall Weaver. So, those so far are the things I've pulled out that are doubles. That, yeah, the Edie Gourmet, there was one that was open. I'm giving him the sealed one. Because I'm a nice guy. Just because I'm giving you doubles doesn't mean I'm giving you the crappier one of the two. I'm a nice guy. Anyway, at least I try to be. If I F up and I screw up and I'm not a nice guy, it's because I was just being a dumbass. But it wasn't intentional. Really. I try to live by the golden rule. So, next part of this video right here. As we're going through these thousands and thousands of records, there will be a record here and there I'm like, oh, and I'll pull them out, pull them to the side. And I got a huge stack of those, so I thought I'd go through some of them, what I pulled and why I pulled them. And these are ones that are not going to be the up for, because later on, when I get done, I will be having videos where, like, anybody wants anything, you can have them. They're up for grabs. But these ones definitely are not. These are ones that I want for my collection. First one, Herb Alpert, the Tijuana Brass 4-sider, 2-record set, in great shape. It's the greatest hits by A&M. I don't have it. And as you know, I collect Herb, and I need this. Anything Herb that I don't got, I needs to get. Next up, Orleans. Yes, one of the worst album covers of all time is on here. And of course, their other album with Dance With Me. Yeah, Dance With Me is on this one. 2 nice Orleans records. See that guy with the glasses there? And the dork up front there? You know who that is? That's John Hall. John Hall, after he was in New Orleans, got a solo career. Matter of fact, I picked up at a Goodwill once, John Hall Solo Power promo copy. Yeah, white label promo. Got this for $1. And you're like, oh, that's cool. If you guys didn't know, John Hall, after he did his solo career and he kind of like left music a little bit, became the congressman for one of the districts of New York. He became a politician and was in charge of a very large portion of New York City, or New York State. So he actually became a congressman. So Congressman John Hall, formerly of the Naked People Band, Orleans. But I didn't have any Orleans. Listen to both of them. I was really impressed. I like that a lot. It's good stuff. Underappreciated. Next record up, The Association's Greatest Hits. Cover's a little rough. Yeah, splittage a little bit, but the vinyl's in good shape. Reason I got this, yes, Cherish is awesome. Windy is awesome. Along Comes Mary. What's the other one I liked on here? Never My Love. Yeah, God, so good stuff. I did not go to many concerts. We've already talked about this. As an adult, I don't go out to places. I haven't been to a concert as an adult, per se. But when I was a kid, in Holland, Michigan, at the Holland Civic Center, which isn't very big, there was a reunion old fart tour of Tommy James and the Shondells and the Association. They were probably in their 50s at that point. We're talking mid-80s. And they came, and I saw them live. So this kind of meant a little bit to me. I know these songs and love these songs and became a fan of theirs because as a kid, that happens. You see them in concert, like, who are these guys? And you're like, oh, because, concert experiences are really awesome. And you can really get a bond with that band. And so I'm glad to actually have on vinyl some Association. So I believe I have a double of this, too. I think I grabbed the one that was in better shape. Or the other one might be in better shape. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I think I saw 2 of these in there. Now, not too long ago, I got Sugar Lips, L. Hurt, stereo. But what did I find in my mountain this time? Oh, I got a double. Sure. Oh, nope. Not stereo, the mono copy. So my L Hurt collection is getting bigger. So I have LPM and LSP, which is the only difference in the catalog numbers. One's mono, one's stereo. So now I can do a side-by-side comparison and see what you guys are talking about. Because the other one is a stereo copy, but it's what they call faux stereo. You know, mechanically produced stereo fakery. So I can listen to them both side by side and be like, okay, that's why everybody's going after the mono copies. Because logic to a non-vinyl collector, because remember, I've only crossed the 1 year mark in vinyl collecting here. You know, to me, I'd be like, well, why wouldn't you want the stereo? Duh. But that's not the case with you guys. Mono. And I've heard reasons why, and now I can experience it myself. Next up, Marty Robbins, Time Life. I've come across a lot of these country music Time Life ones, and they're actually pretty damn good collections. Of course, if you guys don't know, a white sport coat and a pink carnation. And in town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. I like country just fine, but I more love Western music. And that's why I love Johnny Cash, love Marty Robbins. A lot of his songs have that, Western feel, and I like that. And this is in such good shape I had to pull it. I mean, look at that. Not even any ring wear, man. All right. Picked up 10 years after. I grabbed this and pulled it out because I wanted to explore them and experience them for the first time. I've heard a lot of people talk about them, pull records from them, show records from them. I like the samples I've heard, so now I wanted to listen to a full record. I've yet to do it. It's in my listening stack, but I want to listen to them. So that was for my vinyl discovery. Then came up Trilogy and the self-titled Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I have listened to this one. Good Lord, I loved it. I'm going to listen to this one next. This is actually on cue for my next record to be listening to, which when I get done with this video, I'll be showing it up there. I'm not real familiar with a lot of ELP, and that's why I'm glad I got these. What I heard on here was great. I heard a lot of excerpts from classical pieces from like Bach that were transcribed onto guitar or on piano for a modern thing. I saw the very first song in this album, I think it's called The Barbarian. Dude, this dirty bass riff, like, I'm like, whoa, this is heavy. But then it goes into more, progressive stuff and classical. It's all over the place. The second song on here, the Take a Pebble, there's a part in it that's so goddamn quiet. I had to be like, is what's going on? And you can hear faintly piano and guitar playing in the background, and then it slowly swells. This is art. This is progressive rock. This is good stuff, and this was really awesome for me. It blew my mind. This is definitely one of the dark headphone bands. And if you don't know what dark headphone bands are, those are the bands that you really appreciate more if you're in a dark room with no light and you have a pair of headphones on and you just close your eyes and get taken away and let the music tell the story and take you away. This is good stuff. I'm glad to have this. I really want to get that Brain Salad Surgery one because it's got the H.R. Geiger cover on it. I've never heard that one either. So I am now a big Emerson, Lake and Palmer fan. Next up, Oh Stevie with Traffic. Best of Traffic, yes. Don't have any Traffic, so I had to grab that and pull that out of there. Not in great shape, but it's playable. Me and Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. I have the 45, but now I got the 360 Degrees of Billy Paul, me and Mrs. Jones. You know, the cover that Metallica stole for their latest record, But that's awesome. Gotta love Billy Paul. Next up, I got the biggest Melanie collection in the state of Maine. Thank you to Ron Haggerty. But I'm missing some because I came across this 2-record set, The Best of Melanie, which I did not have. So now the biggest collection in the state of Maine of Melanie goes up by 1. It's got all the same stuff on there that you would expect. I do collect separately. One of my 5 people I try to do a completionist catalog on is Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops, and they do Glenn Miller's biggest hits. Jeff McCormack, does this count as big band if it's an orchestra doing big band? Only you can tell me. Then I've got some jazzy type stuff here. Got some Herbie Mann. Yes, I've got Herbie Mann Waterbed. And Herbie Mann, is there a name on this one? Underground. So Underground and Waterbed. As you can see here, he's got like a clarinet fluty type thing. I had did some samples as I was pulling these records and said, hey, I want to listen to that. And I kind of liked it. It's I don't have many records like this in this genre, so I definitely wanted to keep the Herbie Manns. And they're vinyls in mint shape inside. In the Shrink, like new, original pressing, which was on a Dynaflex, with the song Without You, which was covered by many, many, many bands, but the guy who wrote it and did it first, Nilsson, with Nilsson Schmilsson. Like I just bought it from the record store, literally. I mean, it's just brand new. So that is awesome. I've got a copy of Son of Schmilsson, but it's really, really rough, so I'm glad to have this one. That's probably what I'm going to want to get an upgrade of, is the Son of Schmilsson. Came across this one. Weird. You know, I've got all of this, as Jeff McCormick again says, a lot of crap stuff that's in my in the piles there, which I don't consider it that, but we'll use that for better terminology. And then every now and then I get something like that. But then Osamu Passages, electronic ambient music. Well, I'm going to pull that out. I don't got much of that. So, Osamu Passages, if you want some electronic ambient music. Next up, I've got Night and Day, but I don't got Look Sharp. Got a little Joe Jackson action going on here. Of course, One More Time's on here, if I remember right, yeah. So, yeah, I've got 2 Joe Jacksons now. Can't argue with that. You guys would have pulled that too, I would assume. And yes, I live in the state of Maine, and I'm in New England. But I didn't know there was a record called New England from the band New England. Look, it's almost like new, still in the Shrink. Looked it up, guys. Take a look. It's rock. It's AOR kind of stuff. Maybe a little classic rock thrown in. But New England by New England. Yeah. So far, that's what I've pulled out of here. I will show you periodically as I get a stack big enough to make a video what I'm pulling for myself, because then everything that's left is the up for grabs stuff. So thank you much for watching. Hope this kept you entertained for a minute or two, Sack. We appreciate that, and I got to get myself back to work. Take care, buds. Bye.